In this video, I'm showing the best 99 three-point rating shooting guard build in NBA 2K23. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance Sessions. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. And to start this video, we're of course be selecting the shooting guard position. For your height, 6'5", weight minimum, and wingspan has to be 6'5" in order to get the 99 rating. So you can pick whatever body shape you want. I'm gonna go defined. And so to start this build, I'll put the stats and then we'll talk about kind of what you need to do afterwards. But close shot 54, driving layup 65. We're gonna go 3-point, has to be 99, and look how much the overall just jumps up just from that. We won't touch any of the other shooting ratings. Ball handle to a 78. Your pass accuracy is gonna be an 80, and your speed of the ball is gonna be an 82. And then for your defense, perimeter is going to be an 86. Your steal to a 78. Your speed to an 80. Your acceleration to an 80. Strength to a 36. Vertical to a 50. And your stamina is going to be an 85. So this is the layout, and I'll kind of explain why. Putting anything to 99, especially shooting a 3, it just takes up so much overall points that you can't really max out a lot of stuff. So with this, I'm kind of looking at this as a two-way kind of shooting defensive build. Shooting, of course, to get the Limitless Range Hall of Fame, no build can get it unless they have a 99. So you're not going to see this badge on any other build except builds with 99.3. Playmaking, this is enough to do something with the ball, but not enough to just sit there and try to become like a dribble head. So make sure you have an idea of your play style before making this build. Like, catch the ball, shoot it. You get maybe 1 or 2 moves, and that's probably about it. Of course, the best players will be able to utilize this build even more. Defense, you're going to be able to guard the point guard for a good amount of time, and I think you could really defend any 2 guard for the entire game. So you're going to be able to get silver clamps and interceptor. I'm going to show you guys a trick on how to get +4 badges, and then where to put those +4 badges whenever you get them. So we'll talk about those in a second. Your speed, your physicals aren't insanely good. Stamina, you can get your Gatorade boost, you can do your gym, all that type of stuff to help your stamina out. But again, you're not putting the ball on the floor. So when you're dribbling around or when you're moving around like off ball, you know, that's really where your stamina is going to be utilized. But I don't think you're going to need a ton just to kind of dex around and catch and shoot open shots. And then when it comes to when you do put the ball down, your 80 speed isn't really what is used. It's the 82 speed with ball. So you have an 82 speed with ball, 80 acceleration. You have to sacrifice to get someone with this build, and with the layups, you'll be able to finish with wide open stuff pretty much. Like maybe if you contested on a guard or something, but you'll be able to get like pro touch and things like that. So we'll actually look at the badges as well and things, so make sure you stick around for that. So with this, I would go double limitless, but you could also, it does have the lock badges, so you could do, you know, enhanced jump shot contest, whatever you want. I'm gonna do double limitless just to really benefit me even more with having the Hall of Fame Limitless, but maybe you don't need it, and maybe you just put it the lock on. So here's who we're shades of: Del Curry, Tyler Hero, Desmond Bain, and we're gonna go talk about the badges and what I suggest you equipped. But of course, depending on your play style, do what you think's best. Surprisingly, I think it does get pretty good badges overall. So we're gonna start with Pro Touch Silver, so that's all 4, but this year they added core badges. So what that is as you see, I have 0 badge points. When you core a badge, it adds it to this section over here of your 4 cores, but you get the badge points back. So when you get the badge points back, we're gonna add Acrobat Bronze, and we're gonna add Giant Slayer Bronze, just to be able to Euro step if we need to help finish in the lane. And then if you're 6'5", so most of the time you're gonna be going against taller defenders, so if you have to go up with something, maybe Giant Slayer could help kick in. With that, we're going to shooting, and shooting gets kind of crazy. So guard up Hall of Fame. If they fail to properly contest you, this activates, so help you hit kind of contested shots a little bit more. Catch and shoot Hall of Fame, we know what that badge does. So now we unlock the tier 3 badges. So with these tier 3 badges, we're going to go Limitless Hall of Fame. And again, like what we just talked about, you're going to core this badge, so you're going to get 8 back. So when you don't core it, you only have 11. You core it, and then you're going to have 19. So with that, we can go Hall of Fame Deadeye. And I'm going to put Hall of Fame Agent 3 because I want to be able to shoot off the dribble. That way I can just kind of shoot from pretty much anywhere from deep. So we're going to go Agent 3 Hall of Fame. Now you have 3 left over. So with these 3, I'm going to put them on Midi Magician because I want to be able to attack the mid-range. I can't go to the paint but maybe I could drive into the midi, take a fade mid, all that type of stuff, and kind of have a second scoring option. Now this is where the first part of the +4. So it's called Welcome to the League. I think you play 5 games. Whenever you become a starter, you're going to get +4 badges. The first 2 of those badges, you're going to put on shooting with this build and get Silver Claymore or whatever badge you kind of want. I would suggest Silver Claymore. You could even look at trying to do Amped if you lower Midi Magician. But that is like the plan. So the first 2 you're going to use on shooting, and then we use the next 2 for another area. So just have that in mind when you make your builds, that you might not hit certain build thresholds. Like 16 is what you need to hit in order to get tier 3. And then I'll explain all that when we get to defense. So playmaking, we're going to start with the tier 2s. Silver Unpluckable, Silver Quick First Step, Silver Hyperdrive, which unlock the tier 3. We're going to go Bronze Clamps Breaker, and we're going to core that badge. And then we're going to unlock Handles for Days Bronze. And with the rest, we're going to go Silver Vice Grips, Bronze Needle Threader. So to kind of explain Hyperdrive, I feel like you get out in transition, or if you get the ball ahead of the defense, this is going to just kind of help you. You're already kind of slow, maybe give you a little boost, be able to get a shot off, get to the rim maybe in transition, that type of stuff. Now tier 3, the Clamp Breaker, the reason why I think this is a good one to get, you're not able to dribble a lot for like killer combos. So maybe late shot clock, if you get the ball, 8 seconds or under, you can make 1 or 2 moves, and this badge might help you get off the defense and be able to get a shot off. So really what I'm trying to think of with my playmaking and my shooting and that type of stuff is, in those moments of when you get the ball and you only have a few seconds or a few moves, what's the best way to get open? And then with Vice Grip, that one, in those moments when you do catch it, you're not getting ripped, hopefully, or any of that type of stuff. It's what the badge kind of looks like it's used for. But again, if you don't like Vice Grip, there's other playmaking badges up here you can. The Needle Threader, just help us pass. So that's playmaking. We'll move on to defense. So defense. This is where I think this build is really, kind of, I wouldn't say all around, but if you know how to use it, I think it's going to be good. So we're going to go Gold Menace, help lower the attributes of the offensive player we're guarding. I'm going to go Gold Pick Dodger, but again, if you're not getting hit by screens or like really guarding the ball a lot, really look to add this somewhere else. But just for this scenario, we're going to add it. And now we're going to add Bronze Clamps, and we're going to core the Clamps badge. Okay, and then that will be it for here. Oh, sorry, you're going to add the Bronze Interceptor. So this is where those other 2 badges come into place. So we use 2 for shooting, and now we're going to use 2 for defense. So when you get those +4, 2 for shooting, 2 for defense, the first one you're going to put on clamps to get this to silver. So when you get this to silver, you're going to core badge the silver clamps, which is going to give you 6 points back. And then now you could go core, or not core, you're going to be able to use those 6 points to add Silver Interceptor. So actually this build gets Silver Clamps, Silver Interceptor, Gold Pick Dodger, and Gold Menace. But you have to do the +4. So play 5 games, start, you should get the +4. And then that is when you'll be able to add those bad points, 2 into this defense and then 2 to shooting to get Claymore or whatever badge. That's what I really think makes this build like pretty good, is you're gonna have silver clamps, all that type of stuff, along with everything else we've talked about. So I do think if you do it right, this build is gonna be lethal. It's gonna be one of the only 99 3-point rating builds anywhere. I feel like this is really used for Rec and ProAm mainly. I wouldn't really suggest taking this to the park. It just can't move around enough. But you're gonna be able to shoot deep. You're going to be consistent with that 99-3, and you're going to be able to play good defense. So you're not going to be a liability really anywhere except finishing. So as long as you're not cutting, trying to finish too much, you're going to be fine. So with that, that'll be the end of the video. I put my Discord is going to be in the description. So like I said earlier, my name's Lance Sessions. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. That's a professional NBA 2K team in the NBA 2K League. And so in my Discord, I'm really trying to create kind of a coaching, like helping players out, whether it's tips for how to make the league, builds, film reviews, offensive, defensive plays. I'm really trying to get something set up in there. So if you're interested in joining kind of a community of players who are trying to make the comp scene or like get well known or make the 2K League and get paid to play 2K, the link will be in the Discord. Shoot me a DM, all that type of stuff. So feel free to join it, and I'll be dropping some good tips in there and things like that. So that was the 99 3-point shooting guard build. I appreciate everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.